hey, a quick intro. Sometimes we go and visit a site, and then sometimes an opportunity opens up for us to show you something you wouldn't otherwise get to see. And we are officially behind the scenes right now at Fort Anderson, at the State Historic Site, where some of the materials are being housed during COVID and during, some conservation efforts. So this is Jim McKee. We have Chris Fonville over there. Jim, what are you holding?
I'm holding the pintle that 32 pounder that you saw. This is what that gun would have sat on. This would have been the pivot point for that whole gun. So by finding this, we were able to place the gun in the exact same spot that it would have been originally.
Very, very cool. And then, Chris, I think you have a little something to show us as well.
Yeah, this is the original Fort Anderson Garrison flag that was found by a soldier in the 140th Indiana Infantry in the early morning hours of February 19th, after the Confederates had evacuated the fort. Apparently, they'd rolled it up, thrown it up on a buckboard wagon. It fell off the wagon during the retreat, unbeknownst to the wagon driver. So when Union forces captured the fort after sunrise on February 19th, a soldier in the 140th Indiana Infantry found it, claimed that he captured it. One of his comrades in the 112th Illinois Infantry said, no, he didn't capture it, he found it. But this flag was later presented as a trophy of war to Governor Oliver P. Morton from Indiana at a big flag ceremony in downtown Washington, D.C. at the National Hotel. And who should make a surprise guest appearance at that flag ceremony? President Abraham Lincoln, who was scheduled that day to visit the Campbell Hospital outside of Washington to visit convalescing Union soldiers. What Lincoln did not know was that was the day that John Wilkes Booth and co-conspirators planned to kidnap Lincoln and had set a trap. But Lincoln didn't go by that spot, but instead went to the flag ceremony at the National Hotel. So Booth aborted the kidnapping plot, got on horseback, rode back into Washington to the place that he was staying, which was the National Hotel. And as he rode up, there were thousands of people out on the street listening to the president, speaking over this flag. And from that moment on, John Wilkes Booth, of course, will change his plans for Lincoln's ultimate fate. And exactly 1 month later, because the flag ceremony was on March 17th, on April the 14th, he would assassinate President Abraham Lincoln. So we're not suggesting that this flag led to Lincoln's assassination, but how history would have changed had Booth been successful in kidnapping Lincoln instead of assassinating him, because Lincoln was the South's best friend in the closing days of the Civil War.
Just imagine, is it the flag that saved Abraham Lincoln? Imagine if he would have been kidnapped in March. I mean, before Appomattox. We're talking about before a whole lot of other events. That's what's so great about history. And part of that history is the stuff of history. And so thanks so much for taking us behind the scenes here, and thank you for watching.
And the flag will be back on display in 2 weeks.
All right. Probably by the time the video comes out.
Yes.
With malice toward none and charity for all.